Here's the most insane one yet. Costco could sell you every single item in the store at a total loss, and the company would still be enormously profitable. Not barely profitable, genuinely, comfortably profitable. Because almost none of Costco's actual profit comes from the products on the shelves. It comes from a single fee you pay once a year just to be allowed to walk through the door. So today, we're taking apart what might be the strangest, most disciplined business model in all of retail. The pricing rule Costco refuses to break no matter what. The reason their food court hot dog has stayed the same price for decades, and the membership machine quietly generating almost all of the company's real profit while the products themselves barely matter at all. This one connects to the McDonald's and Starbucks videos too, by the way, but Costco takes the trick to an extreme none of them come close to. Let's get into it. Let's start with the single strangest internal policy in modern retail. Costco has an informal but extremely well-known internal rule. They will not mark up any product more than a certain fixed percentage above cost. Reportedly around 14 to 15%, compared to a typical grocery or retail markup that can run dramatically higher. Think about that. A typical retailer might mark up a product 30, 50, sometimes over 100%. Costco caps itself, voluntarily, at roughly 14% on almost everything in the store. Even more remarkable, this rule reportedly requires actual executive sign-off to break, even temporarily. It's treated less like a suggestion and more like a company constitution. Imagine running a massive retail company and telling your own team, permanently, we are not allowed to make more money on this item, even if we could. That's genuinely how disciplined this policy is. There's a famous example of this discipline that's become almost legendary in business circles. Costco's food court hot dog and soda combo has stayed at the exact same price for decades, through inflation, through supply chain crises, through every economic condition imaginable. The story goes that when a former executive once suggested raising the price, the co-founder reportedly told him, bluntly, that if he raised the price of the hot dog, he would kill him. Whether that's exact word for word or slightly embellished over the years, the underlying point is completely real. That hot dog isn't meant to be profitable on its own. It's a symbol, proof to every single member that Costco is keeping its promise of relentless low pricing, no matter what. It's a marketing expense disguised as a menu item. The company almost certainly loses money or barely breaks even on every single one sold, and they keep selling it anyway, on purpose, because of what it represents to customer trust. If products are capped at a thin markup and the flagship food item is basically a loss leader, where is the actual profit hiding? The membership fee. Every single person shopping at Costco paid an annual fee just for the right to walk through those doors and buy anything at all. And that fee, collected from tens of millions of members worldwide, is where the overwhelming majority of the company's actual operating profit comes from. Here's the number that makes this genuinely remarkable. In many reported fiscal periods, membership fee income alone has accounted for a share of operating profit that rivals or exceeds the profit generated from actually selling every product in every warehouse combined. Read that again. The products, millions of them, sold in bulk every single day across hundreds of massive warehouses, contribute a relatively modest slice of total profit. The membership card sitting in your wallet is doing most of the heavy lifting. Now, here's why this isn't just a quirky policy. It's actually one of the smartest structural decisions in modern retail. Because the membership fee is collected up front, guaranteed, regardless of how much or how little you actually buy that year, it's not tied to your spending habits, your loyalty to specific brands, or fluctuating product margins. It's predictable, recurring revenue. The exact same reason software companies love subscription models. Costco figured out how to apply a subscription business, essentially, to a physical warehouse full of bulk toilet paper and rotisserie chickens. This is genuinely why this model matters to you, practically speaking. Once you've paid that membership fee, you're psychologically committed. You want to get your money's worth, which means you shop there more often, buy in bulk, and feel like every trip is somehow justified by the annual fee you already paid. Costco isn't just collecting a fee, they're engineering your own psychology to work in their favor after you've already paid it. And because the actual product pricing stays so thin and disciplined, customer trust compounds year after year. People genuinely believe Costco isn't trying to squeeze them on individual items because, structurally, they mostly aren't. The company simply doesn't need to. The membership already did the work. Here's the part that turns this from a clever idea into a genuinely bulletproof business engine. Membership renewal rates at Costco are reported to be extraordinarily high, consistently in the range of 90% or above, year after year across markets. Think about what that actually means for predictability. Nearly the entire membership base renews automatically, generating that same reliable fee income again and again, with minimal marketing spend required to keep the bulk of it flowing in. Compare that to a typical retailer, constantly fighting for repeat visits, running promotions, battling for foot traffic against every competitor on the block. Costco members mostly just renew, quietly, predictably, every single year. It's the closest thing to a subscription software renewal rate that exists anywhere in physical retail. So let's connect this all together, because the pattern here is genuinely elegant once you see the whole structure. Products are priced with almost no room for profit by strict internal policy. Even the most iconic item, the food court hot dog, is intentionally kept unprofitable as a trust signal to every member. Nearly all real operating profit comes from the membership fee itself, collected up front and predictably. And renewal rates stay so high that this fee income becomes almost as reliable as a subscription software company's recurring revenue. This is genuinely why Costco gets studied alongside tech subscription companies in business schools, despite selling physical bulk groceries out of a warehouse. It's not really competing as a traditional retailer at all. Same underlying trick as McDonald's and Starbucks in a way, the visible product is never quite the whole story. But Costco takes it to the most extreme, most disciplined version of that idea that exists anywhere in retail today. So the next time you swipe your Costco card at the entrance, understand what's actually happening. That card isn't just letting you in the door. It's the actual product you're paying for. Everything inside the warehouse, the bulk groceries, the rotisserie chicken, even that legendary hot dog, exists mostly to keep you renewing that membership year after year. Costco doesn't really make money selling you anything. It makes money convincing you to keep paying for the privilege of shopping there at all. If this changed how you look at that membership card, hit subscribe. We break down the real economics hiding underneath everyday businesses every single week. What should we tear apart next? Drop it in the comments. See you in the next one.